Hey guys, and welcome back to my new video. Today I'm gonna show you my Inktober illustrations. Or for example, just to tell you something of the background, I missed drawing for a few years, although I always had a talent for drawing. But there was so much to do: university, studying, working, and so on. And so I never had the time for creativity. Or for drawing or things that I really like to do. So, and then I was like kind of jealous to every painter and artist out there who's like selling prints and having success with their artworks. And I realized that I missed a few years of progress, and so I felt very small and incredibly unsure. And but there was always the wish to get out with my artworks and show what I'm able to do and to express myself in my artworks. Yes, and so I just started in about March or April, just during the lockdown. I took the chance to improve my art skills and I decided to start drawing more. And yes, I realized that there's a lot of, you can have a talent for drawing and creative things, but if you miss the practice, you will end nowhere. Like, hard work beats talent if talent doesn't work hard. And I realized that I had to get into progress, into exercising. Well, then I started drawing in like about March or April, and during the year I decided that I would take the Inktober challenges to put out artworks in various steps. I joined Inktober 2020, Obscuretober by Nicholas Tower, you can find him on Instagram, and Drawtober. And all those challenges had different ranges. So for Inktober I chose to do the daily sketches, like for 31 days, and to by doing 3 challenges you really have to get a good concept so you can get through everything properly. And I decided to make 3 steps, like a daily sketch for Inktober, and I chose to take those black cardboards and work on it with the color pencils so the colors could pop out very nicely. And Obscuretober I made in a postcard size, and every second day there was a theme that I tried. There was a light list, and I took I think it was 15 or 16 words that I drew. And I will show them another time. They're very nice illustrations came out of this Obscuretober too. And there was Drawtober, and you had 5 days for each theme, and I decided to make a weekly challenge out of it. So various steps and various sizes, and today I'm gonna show you Inktober 2020. And let's get started. So I just completed this little, I call it a sketchbook with a clamp. I can't believe how old and clumsy my hands look, but in fact I'm about 30 years old, so it's hard-working hands. Started. The first word was fish, and I think it was a great word, and I decided to make a lantern fish down in the deep seas. And that's it. And I think I will get a little closer to these illustrations so you can have a closer look. So yes, the first word was fish, and this is it, probably. I started with a white color pencil and then just worked out the colors and the shapes and with colored pencils and with various colors, and then it shaded it a little. And I thought you realize it's a complete fish, but I just I decided to not draw everything and each shape, because it's dark out there down there, and you probably don't see the whole shape of this fish. The second was wisp, and I was just really, I was just using the Google every day to like watch out what the words mean. And yeah, like this is wisp. It's like a pumpkin head in a cornfield, and you can see the little farm in the background. I really love this painting because, or this sketch, because the colors pop out very nicely. You can see like light beneath dark, and I really love how that came out. Yeah, and that's what I mean by try out color pencils or white pens and pencils on blackboard, because it always looks good. So let's get on. Yeah, by the way, each sketch took me about maximum 15 minutes, and yes, I tried to do it. Mostly it was like about between 5 to 8 minutes, I would say. Yeah, the third word was bulky, and I made a bulky grand pumpkin who tells Halloween tales to the baby pumpkins, and I really love how it comes out. Look at the sweet curl. It's so sweet. Radio! Spooky sound time. I love this old radio with a skull within these speakers and the ghosts around it. I think it's a great illustration. I really like it. It's like a little, yeah, sketchy, and it's comic-like, and yeah, I like it. It could play like Black Sabbath or something. So the fifth word was blade. I decided to make a pomegranate out of it, and I just was cutting, and like you see all those. If you ever had to cut and do something with a pomegranate, you realize that it's a mess to get to the cores. Rodent. Yeah, this is kind of mad, and yeah, it was a very fast sketch. I don't like it very much, but it was my daily sketching. This is fancy. I like fancy. It's like I add the spotlight later, and the moon and the stars, but I like this. And you will see all over this this sketchbook. I use this pumpkin theme a lot. Ah, look at these little wings. Teeth. Teeth was the 8th word, and yeah, probably you know what it is. Dracula. Yes. And this is funny. This is a throw, and I imagined that like there is a bunch of throw, and a little throw man, clay man could evolve from it. But a lot of people ask if this is a little poo, but no, it's throw, and you can see the water and this throw colors, and yeah, I like it. I think it's so sweet. So, number 10 is hope. And I always think that hope grows from the heart. From the head maybe, but always from the heart. And so I made this heart, and yeah, just add some growing sprouts to it. Disgusting. I don't have to say anything to it. You know what? Do you remember the smell? If your pumpkin stands for too long, it's awkward. I don't have to say anything. You know how it smells, and you know how it looks. You don't even want to touch it. Number 12, slippery. Yeah, I like this one. I like the colors of this little shield. Number 13 is Dune, and I thought about a desert scene by night. I wanted to make it more mysterious, but I think on that day I just was not that creative. But I think I will say something to you about that later, about like creativity that you have to just like get by pushing a button. Armor. I think you can see it's 2 persons lying around each other, lovely, and forming a heart. Isn't it lovely? Number 15 was Outpost, and I was like, I had kind of a Sleepy Hollow scene in my head, like Sleepy Hollow the movie, and felt like there's something, little pumpkin as an outpost in front of the village, and yeah, watching out for evil ghosts. Rocket! Oh, come on. This is lovely. It's a Halloween rocket. It's a great Halloween rocket. There's this little out of space skeleton with all those like pumpkins and candy and skulls and ghosts is like spreading out with its fire. So this one is very nice and lovely, and I loved creating it. It's a storm. And yeah, I think what I managed pretty good is like, okay, you can always do better, yeah, that's clear. But like to thicken up the colors, to get them more saturated in this area, to like create more light in this spot in this lower middle. It was fun. I liked it. I liked it very much. And this was one sketch that I immediately had a picture in front of my eyes. So I just had to put it out. Trap, again a fish. It's a colorful sea fish and a sea fish, yeah, what else fish? It's not a flying fish, of course. And with a trap as teeth, and yeah, a little fish that is very scared of him. I don't like that much, but it was one of the days where you just know you only have to get some output to get an yeah, exercise, and that's all. Just do it. Dizzy. Yeah, Dizzy is a very funny thing, because I loaded up each sketch every day on Instagram, and after October I made a repost of each one in a row. So I got all of these Inktober sketches together, and it was blocked every time because of yeah, pervert content. I thought, like, what is pervert about a frog? Could you think his eyes are like, you know what? Yeah, but later it worked, so maybe it was just an upload mistake, but it happened a few times. And coral, yeah, it's a coral with little fish in the sea. And this is again a thing where I have to say, you got this black cardboard and you've got a few colors. I probably started with a light orange and later worked the outlines with a red-orange shade. I worked with the yellow, I worked the lighter areas out with white, and I think on the black cardboard it works pretty good. I think this is a very good example of how the colors can come out. Sleep! Isn't it cute? Sleeping baby pumpkin dreaming of Halloween. Yeah, I think this one is clear. This is a chef cutting a pumpkin. You see the mouth is missing yet, but not for very much longer, I think. This one was very famous. It's a the word is rip, but I think it would be funny because of the 3 letters. It would be like the ripped person or thing is a cat, and it's like the cat skeleton is like down under the earth, like playing poker with a mouse or with some mice, and making like dirty businesses. Yeah, dig. I don't think I have to explain this. It's a digging pumpkin and it's digging out a poisonous flower. Look how much I love this one. This is buddies, and yeah, I thought about what buddies would do, how would they look like. So I have this pumpkin theme and I decided to make this pumpkin man and a skeleton with a bunny costume. And like, yeah, they share their sweets from their hunt. Isn't that sweet? By night, under the stars. I think those are real buddies. 26 was hide. Like hiding. Something is hiding in a, like bunch of fallen leaves. Don't know what it could be. Just imagine. Leave me a comment to tell me what is hiding into these leaves. Well, I don't know. Maybe you know. This one was music, and I had a picture in my mind and I tried to put it on the paper like there's a bead that creates everything. I studied interior design and I had some like a quick installation that I made from spaghetti, colored spaghettis, that was like building a similar structure, just like there's a slow beat that creates and evolves higher and higher and just like creates shapes. Yeah, it's okay. Maybe this is a theme that I can do in a very good illustration one day, but yeah. This is Float. My two buddies floating on a river by night. You see the trees at the edges and the stars and the moon are mirroring in this river. I like this one, it's very cute. Yeah, shoes. Every person who knows me would have guessed that I draw these ones. Yes, ominous. It's a red, dark, bloody moon rising behind a dead tree by night on all those mysterious beds around it. Ooh. Yes, and number 31, it is Crawl. And you see, I can't I can't draw blood very good. Or at this moment it was not like my theme. I was like just making a French nail hand cut off a blouse and like flowers growing out of this cloth. And you can see part of the bone. I think that must have been a very short arm, I guess, but this is the last one. And that's it. That was my Inktober challenge. As I can tell you, I was like I had a lot of respect because of this daily drawing, and yeah, I thought like, can you be able to be creative every day in a few minutes? And I can tell you, yes, you can. I think a lot of people think that creativity depends on a good or bad day, or maybe on some rituals you have to do, some things that have to get in place at the right point. But what I realized, what is very important, is that you keep on exercising and just like working on things every day. Though you might have a bad day, you just take your pencil and train your brain to create. And I think this is very important. So I can tell you, if you want to get better, just take maybe, and you don't know what to draw, maybe take a list. You can also take an old Inktober list from whenever, or any list, and try to make fast sketches. You see, this was like every morning 5 to 10 minutes normally, and or yeah, it didn't take much effort, but the progress is amazing. The illustrations I made, or the sketches I made, are very cute and fast, and you learn how to bring things on point. So, I hope you had fun. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye!